Hello and welcome along to Mondo Chalavet Movies. My name is John and this video is going to be about our trip that we had the other day to Edinburgh, predominantly to go to my favourite shop up there, Fopp. So I've got a bit of footage to show you on our way up there, so I'll run that now for you and I'll see you on the other side. So I had a really good time in Edinburgh, and Fopp was really good actually, and there was a few things in there that was like ones that I would really like. Actually, to see Godzilla on 4K in the 3 for 30 sale with King of the Monsters as well, that would be brilliant for someone to pick up. I wish I'd picked it up at that price because I paid £20 for mine. But so I had a look through the 3 for 30 sale. There was some great ones in there, and also Jurassic World was the one that I wanted to get. It's not the best of movies, it's not the best of 4Ks, but I wanted to complete the 4K movies that I've got from Jurassic Park. Now, the only thing about that was every single slipcover, because it's got a really jet black slipcover, and every single one was damaged, which isn't really what you want. We all scraped the bits that had this sort of really like terrible sheen on the side, as if it was like getting silver, so I passed on that. So effectively I didn't get anything from the 3 for 30. I might go to HMV later on the week and I might just have a look in there and see if they've got some more ones that are in better condition. So I also went to CEX, but I found that CEX didn't have anything I would want in there apart from one title, and it was a slipcase version of this movie here, or this trilogy. And the slipcase is lovely. It's got this soft touch to it, and it's also got a booklet in it as well, so I thought I can upgrade this and I would sell this one. And but it was covered in stickers, and I knew as soon as one of them stickers came off it would ruin the soft touch slipcover, so I didn't go there. That would have been a very pointless and expensive exercise. So if you ever see one of the stickers on a soft touch cover don't get it because you know it'll just be a disaster. So anyway, I passed that one by. So next up, we went down the street and we went to Poundland. Now Poundland was a bit strange because I knew when I went in there I wasn't expecting to get anything, if anything. I did pick up one title, but also what they had in there was a lovely slipcase Blu-ray of The Mummy, and they also had a version of Jurassic Park on Blu-ray. The first movie, and I've never seen them two in Poundland, if I'm honest. If anyone's wanting to pick them up, then I urge you to get yourself along there. Although I haven't seen any in the ones that I go to. People might have seen that one in there. It doesn't seem to be one that you see on many people's videos when they're talking about Poundland. But I did pick a movie up, and I picked up Zootropolis. Now, I'm a big fan of these movies in general. Yes, they're just, but I like the sort of whole computerized element to them. I could watch these movies all the time. They look brilliant on the TV, and usually they're quite funny as well. But yeah, I'm interested to pick this up. I do, if I see any of these movies in Poundland, I do pick them up because I usually have fun with them. If I don't, it's easy giving away to somebody's kids, you know. Next, I went across to the place I was really after, was Fopp. Now what I did was, when I went into Fopp, as I was saying, that there was a few things that took me, the sales I had on, there was nothing on the Arrow sales at all, so I just left them well alone, because a lot of them you can get, there was a few that I would like, but they were just full price, and I thought, no, when they come down, a little bit of a sale, then I'll go for them. Also, the 4K, the selection for the 4K, there was a few ones in there that just didn't quite marry up with each other. The 3 for 30, I would have definitely got 3 in there, but there were the slipcovers were tatty, and the ones that I wanted didn't have slipcovers on, so I'm going to go to another HMV to see if I can get the same deal before this deal runs out. So the 4Ks weren't one that I was very interested in. There's a few in the sort of 2 for 30 that I'm sort of thinking about, but I might wait till they go into 3 for 30. I'm not really that, they're not a necessity to buy. So next I went across to the 88 films section, which was having the 2 for £15 sale, which I think is a brilliant sale. There's some great movies in there. To be honest, I had most of the movies that I wanted. There was a few Jackie Chan ones in there, but they were still £15 each, which was still a good buy for them. I had the slipcovers on, but I thought, no, I'm going to go for the 2 for £15 because I'm hoping that the Jackie Chan ones are going to go into the 2 for £15 sale eventually. So the first movie I picked up was Piranha 2, The Spawning. Now, I've seen a lot of people unboxing this, and to be honest, it's not a movie that I'll go to straight away. I do think that the first Piranha movie from about 1978 is a great film. And this package here is, as 88 films are doing more and more, they're putting some great slipcovers on these editions, and they look great on the shelves. And I'm so happy to get this in a sale as well, because some of these movies, when you get them, they're all right for £15, but they're not the greatest of movies, but you do get an enjoyment out of them. You get that sort of cheesy enjoyment factor, which is great. I can put a full video together of 20 or 30 movies that are really cheesy, but I just think are absolutely brilliant. Most people would think they're trash, but I just think they're just exceptional. So to get one, I would say in a sale, these ones, it's a no-brainer to get that. And I'm interested to see what this is like. Obviously, knowing it's when I first watched it, I didn't realise who James Cameron was. He wasn't even a person at the time, or a star. So I had no intentions of revisiting this one. But seeing this one in a nice special edition made me think, well, I'll give it a second shot. It might be a great film for being so bad. So that's Piranha 2. Now obviously you've got to get another movie to go with this, and to be honest, most of the ones in the £15 sale I had already, but there was one in there that I've been after for a long time, and it's either too expensive or it's just not there. And it's one of the ones that I do collect, the Full Moon series, which is a sort of company that's run by Charles Band. And most of the movies in here are absolutely brilliant. I've got to admit, I have a great time with this, particularly these Full Moon sections. And I do, when I see a movie that's in Full Moon pictures, I do think that I'm going to have a good time with it. So this movie here, I haven't seen it, but I knew I had to get it because when I saw it, I thought, yes, these two would be a great addition to the collection. It is Dr. Mordred. Now this movie stars Jeffrey Combs, and it also stars as well Barbara Crampton, which I didn't realise she was in it, which is brilliant. It's directed by Charles Band. And I just know that, I don't know much about the actual storyline, but I do know with these characters in, these people in, this director in this Full Moon Studios there, I just think I'm going to have a good time with it. They've never let me down yet. And these movies are from the sort of late 80s, early 90s, very low budget, but there's just something about them that I just really enjoy. Usually they're just cheesy fun. But I like Jeffrey Combs. I think he's great in everything he's done. Every movie I've seen him in, I think he's great. And this, obviously, him being in here, it's ticked all the boxes for me. So that was the 2 for £15 deal that I got there, and I thought, yeah, that's not bad at all. Happy to pick them two up. And who knows, if I go back to HMV before this 2 for £15 sale is stopped, I will get a few more of these ones. Next up, I was looking on the shelves looking for this particular title because it's one of the ones that I collect, the Italian Classics collection here, and I knew this one had just come out, and there it was on the shelf with this lovely slipcover. It is The Doll of Satan. Now I'm going to open this movie because I'm not too sure what spine number this is, so I'll get this open. Nurse Scalpel. So this is reversible art. This is spine number 61 from 1969, and like I say, I don't know anything about this movie, and it does have some great disc art there, a nice booklet, got some lovely art in that one. I do think that 88 are just really, you know, come alive at the minute. So that's the booklet. Also, you get a poster, a nice thick stock, one-sided, and the poster is the cover art there. Nice cover. You could put loads of these up. You could have a really good movie room if you wanted to, with these sort of really obscure posters on there. I would love to have that. Haven't got the setup at the moment for that. So that's the latest release in the Italian Classics collection section, The Doll of Satan. So lastly, I picked up the special edition of Erotic Ghost Story. Now, when I originally saw this movie, it was a lot more expensive last month in Fopp. So I thought, well, it's come down in price. It's still there. You can't get it on Amazon. So I thought, well, I like the movie, so I'm definitely going to upgrade to this. Now, when I originally looked at this movie, I didn't know what to expect from it. But what I was greeted with was a kind of an updated, more, you know, extreme version of the Witches in the Woods types fable, which Chinese movies and also Japanese movies are quite... there's quite a genre for that. Now, coming off the back of movies that I do like that, there's a couple here. Oni Baba, which is kind of, it's quite explicit for the time it came out in the 50s, and also it's a great movie, very atmospheric, and it does deal with the fact of people in these woods with women sort of on the rampage. So that's a great movie as well. Another one that's more or less exactly the same is Kuro Neko, which it's got a lovely cover on that, and it's more of the same. It's another black and white movie. It deals with the fact of somebody going into the woods and this sort of apparition of like women in there, like these ghost women, and why are they there. And this one is quite, like you would say, like more like a PG version of Erotic Ghost Story, but it's a classic. I love that movie. And also another one which is a bit strange, it's not really like that, but it kind of is House. Now, if you want something is absolutely crazy, get yourself watching House. But it's got the same element in a fashion, but it's really hard to understand. Well, not hard to understand, but it's kind of if David Lynch made one of those films. So these three movies are definitely ones that I've had a great time with over the years. So when I realised that Erotic Ghost Story was kind of like a reimagining of that, I thought, yep, gotta get it. So I'll get this open and see what you get inside. So inside you also get two different covers. You get an uncensored cover of this cover, which has all these sort of things taken off. And also you have another one which is like might be like this original artwork. Both of them I can't really show in here because they're a bit explicit, so I'm going to leave them to your imaginations. You do get a poster as well, which is a poster of this, but it's the unedited one, so you do get it with the extra, you know, on there. So that's another thing I can't show you, but I'm really glad to get those things in there. And also you do get this here, which is a nice thick booklet, and I'll have to be careful in here, yes, because it's obviously going to have stuff in here that I can't really show. You get a lot of text in here, you get a lot of pictures, and yeah, it's going to be hard to show any of the pictures in here. But it's a really good looking movie. Actually, it's so bright. The colours in here are really vibrant, and yeah. There's a lot of action, a lot more action in here than you would imagine. You would have think that, well, what can they make out of this? But it's a lot. There's a lot more to it than just, you know, what you imagine it to be. So yeah, can't really show much of that booklet, but it's a lovely booklet there. So I had a great time in Fopp, always do. Can't wait to go there again. So thanks for watching. You take care, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.